20 all. Once again, extra points required in a quarter-final encounter. Going to be a clear 2-point winning margin. He left that, did Peter Gade. Thought it was going to go long of the back line, but it's called good.
21-20.
Gade looking up to the giant screen in the National Indoor Arena here, waiting for the replay. What a good call by the line judge. That is perfection.
Good call, very good call. People forget that these linesmen are under pressure as well. 20 all quarter-final of the All England. That's a very good concentration from the linesman.
So now, having saved a game point, now Taufik Hidayat has a game point of his own. And this time he converts. It's the Indonesian former world and Olympic champion, Taufik Hidayat, who closes out the opening game 22-20. Well, game point down, kept his nerve, and in 25 minutes has taken the opening game 22-20. Indonesian. Not too many confusing tactics, just a quick word from his coach. That is something that I've also noticed with Lee Chong Wei, world #1 player from Malaysia. His coach, Misbah Sidek, only has a very, very short word with him before leaving him to just compute that information and get himself settled, ready for the second game.
I think as a coach it's really important not to give too much information in the coaching breaks. As you're walking on there, you've got to select 1 or 2 points that you think can make the difference and concentrate on those and not give too much information.
Very, very good advice. Don't confuse it, keep it simple. A couple of positive things to work towards.
Court 2, 20 seconds. Court 2, 20 seconds.
Couldn't help but think in that 2-minute interval, Ian, that Peter Gade was looking really agitated with himself. He looked as if he was livid that he had not converted that game point opportunity. He seemed to be prowling back and forth as his coach was talking to him. Do you think he's surely too experienced to have let that unsettle him?
Yeah, I don't think it will have unsettled him, but Peter over the years is someone who's his own biggest critic. He puts himself under pressure, he's a perfectionist, and that's a similar situation. He feels he should have won the first set, he's disappointed with it, he's frustrated, and we've seen that before.
Nicely done. But he is the sort of player, even though he is his own biggest critic, that will use that frustration and that anger to his own advantage.
Oh, of course, he'll be very positive at the start of this second set. He won't be letting this one go easy. And he's probably got the better end for his game, I would suggest. Taufik won't be able to play the faster drives from this end because the shuttle will fly just a little bit quicker. So Taufik will have to make more of an adjustment than Peter probably in this second set.
He's been to 3 Olympic Games, says Peter Gade. Every single Olympics he's played, he's lost to the player that's gone on to take the gold medal. But never a medalist himself in Olympic Games.
3-1.
I remember the Sydney one very well. He was totally devastated after losing the semi-final, and to come back the next morning was just really too much for him. He obviously a much younger player then, but completely devastated, and that playoff match is absolutely brutal, as you were saying early on. It's very, very tough mentally to come out having lost an Olympic semi-final to compete the following day.
Push that long. Now, I have to say, these are worrying times for Danish fans. Gade has got to be careful here.
Well, as you say, there's a little bit of history as well. There's got to be a little bit of doubt in his mind, having lost the last 3 times to Taufik and losing that tight first set. There'll be a lot of questions in his mind at the moment.
Yes, clever play by the Indonesian. But these early stages are critical.
6-1.
If the Indonesian gets too far in front, because I do think the Indonesian is a very good front runner. Once he's in control, he gets better and better. And in total contrast, I've seen when players have got on top of the Indonesian, he's almost lost his interest in the match.
Yeah, having coached against him a couple of times, once you let him get away, he relaxes, he controls the game, he minimises the amount of effort he's putting in, plays with slightly bigger margins, and you're under a lot of pressure to actually go out and take points away from him. He does control games very well from the front.
Good angle. Needed that though, did Peter Gade.
Service over. 2-7.
.249. That's about 155 miles per hour. Not the fastest smash in the match so far. Time and time again. That wonderful net play.
7.
Setting up the rally, forcing the error or forcing the short lift. And Lars Quart looking a concerned man right now. Missed it.
Quite interesting that it's Lars in the chair and not Kenneth Jonassen for this one. Kenneth being slightly more of a recognised single specialist and also having a lot of experience of playing with and against both of these players.
Do you think that's because Kenneth Jonassen, of course, was a teammate of Peter Gade? They were training partners, they were great friends off court as well. And perhaps it's a little bit difficult then to go into the coaching role with a player that you've been in a team with.
Possibly, yes, but I would say that Kenneth's got great experience and he's a great thinker on the game, Kenneth. He's always been a deep thinker on badminton. He was a little bit of a late developer, did a lot of the early work himself, developed himself in his early 20s and came through a little bit later, really with his own style of play, developed his own style of play.
Net cord on the net shot, making it so difficult for the Indonesians to control a reply.
There we see the effect of the ends a little bit. That's the same shot from Taufik in the first game, would have probably been okay.
Missed it. Just wide. I'm looking straight down that line.
6-9.
And the Danes certainly needed this. Needs to close the margin before the mid-game interval. Get within striking distance. Oh, superb.